She's one of the phoniest people I've ever met in my life.
Coming up on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show.
Did you see the photos of him in Greece with the girl that has no clothes on?
The idea that we're talking about these pictures of Mo is annoying.
Who called, the girl or Mo?
I'm sorry, you need to pick on somebody else whose wallet fits.
How did you get your money, Sutton?
Everyone's like, are you getting divorced? Are you getting divorced? I mean, everybody asked me that.
They're not getting back together.
I can't imagine that he was happy with her running around.
Who's she running around with?
Girl.
I think I missed the caftan memo.
Child of the world, Dorit has never heard of a caftan?
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show starts now.
I didn't like it, and I'm not married to him. Did you see the photos of him in Greece at the airport with the girl that has no clothes on?
Oh my God, it made me feel sick.
Homegirl's hands were all up around his neck.
It felt like a punch in the gut.
The idea that we're talking about these pictures of Mo that come up and these people that are fleeting is annoying.
Did you know this was coming?
Not at all.
Do you know who this person is?
I have no idea.
But this is what happens when, you know, you're in this group and we're in the public eye. So yes, these pictures came out of Mo. And no, I wasn't crying about it like some of the rumors had said I was. It's weird to see. Of course it is. That was my husband, technically. I mean, still is, but I mean, it's weird to see.
Nobody wants to see that. Even if you don't want him back, you're separated. He's still FaceTiming and calling her. It almost feels like it was cheating. I know he wasn't with those photos, but it felt like it was a betrayal.
I mean, I'm not the first person to get divorced. You know, people get divorced, but like last week was my 29th wedding anniversary. I mean, we're not together, but you know, this is a lot of years that we've spent together. So obviously seeing these photos is strange for me. I feel like I'm looking at someone else, someone I don't know.
Mo could exercise a little bit more discretion out of respect for his relationship with Kyle and his children. Yes, you are free to do what you'd like, but you know full well that it garners attention.
My daughters are seeing that. So it's not just me. I know that's weird for them. They've only seen their mother and father together. That's strange for them. That doesn't feel good to them. They, of course, were upset by seeing that picture. Of course they were. I mean, you know, sometimes they get more upset even than I do. Because sometimes I don't know. I don't know. Sorry.
And it seems like Kyle still feels like they're a couple, like it's a temporary separation. It was so in your face. I felt so bad for Kyle when I saw that. And you know, one of the people in that situation called them.
So then who called, the girl or Mo?
I think the girl might have.
There have been other photos of him with different girls.
Prior to this one?
What about the champagne one with the
Those
girls in the snow?
skiing down in their
Right, but that felt like that was a group thing.
But this is the first one where he was
kissing
somebody intimate
the girl's
at
got a
the
bathing
It was
suit
him
on.
with two girls.
But this is why I don't know that they're necessarily operating in honesty. Because if he was free to do what he wants, then he could do that.
Of course.
You know? But if he's not free to do that, then I can see where there's a problem because, oh, it's embarrassing to your wife or your estranged wife and your children. So to me, it's like, look, he is not free to do that. And everyone should just admit that. But I think even Kyle, you know, says that like, oh, well, you know, they're separated, so they can do what they want. Yeah. But it's like, no, that's not true.
Okay, did Mo do it as because it's retaliation because of all the images he's seen?
Right, because she's in the tabloids a lot.
I'm not going to vote in on this one.
Why?
Because who is that girl? Is she like a model or something?
The girl that was kissing him, I don't really know, but I was reading up. She's sort of, you know, like an influencer type person.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so if she's an influencer, maybe she called.
That's what I'm thinking. I think she
even
might
an
have
influence.
Yeah.
You know, I would
but
think
I don't think it was an accidental paparazzi.
No, absolutely not. Okay. I've been to Greece many times, and I've never seen a paparazzi
I've been to Greece
in the airport.
In that airport. There ain't nobody.
It's a sleepy little airport.
Does that really even matter if it was planted or not? I mean, they are kissing publicly. Right. It's not like there was a kiss in somebody's like bedroom and the curtain was sort of halfway open. You know, this is like a public, so anyone could have snapped that photo. So I don't know that necessarily they were trying to hide.
It's like another reminder of, oh, okay, we need to move forward. We need to do something and make decisions now. I think a lot of the women were pressing for answers from me before I didn't even have the answers myself. I think they didn't believe me, but I genuinely did not. They were watching my marriage unfold in real time.
But don't, everyone's like, are you getting divorced? Are you getting divorced? I mean, everybody asks me that. I think I'm anxious, I'm getting impatient. I'm impatient because I want to know what my life's gonna be.
So I was like, guys, I don't have the answers. Not everyone has them that fast.
Kyle and I are not close enough yet for me to know where her head is. I think both Kyle and Mo are in a comfortable place.
Are they comfortable?
They are.
Really?
Yeah, they are.
But Kyle was so upset with like...
Well, I know, that's the...
Mo, you know, outside. I can't imagine that he was happy with her.
With what?
With her, like, running around.
Who's she running around with?
Girl. Why are you trying to do that?
Whoa.
See, look at you. I know what you're doing. Okay.
Well, I mean,
see what
because
you're saying.
for me,
everybody's running around. Everybody's outside.
Everybody's outside.
People are taking photos of everyone. Okay.
That's true.
And so I can't imagine that either one of them are happy with that. So you can't stay in that situation forever.
Well, so you would think, right?
Yeah.
And you know, kudos to Kyle that when she's asked, how does it feel when you see Mo kissing this one or holding this one's hand? You know, she's honest and she says, you know, it hurts.
Yeah.
So you would think that
it would drive action.
Right.
That's what I would think.
Right. For me, the only thing that makes sense why you would even endure that kind of pain is knowing that you're going to get some answers at the end of it.
I need time to figure things out, time to figure out where I'm at, you know? It doesn't bring me a happiness to say my marriage didn't work out and I'm moving on, but I'm happy that I'm in a place where I can at least say, okay, we should have these conversations. They're not easy to have, but decisions need to be made. And I'm clear now and I feel stronger, which I'm really grateful for because a year ago I did not feel strong and I just felt scared. In my mind, I knew we were going to have to move forward just at our own pace. And, you know, we were just taking it day by day because it's hard to say that when you spent so many years with someone and you actually care about them.
During the season, she would say, oh, he FaceTimed me and we said, you know, I love you at the end of a call. And I think that is all like, she wanted to sort of walk the line of, maybe we'll get back together.
They're not getting back together.
I think that Kyle holds on to hope that they will get back together. But I don't know if she knows whether or not she wants to get back together. I think she wants the option.
Kyle's living very much in limbo.
Right.
You know, where I think Mo is, on the other hand, doing what they had agreed to do.
The reality, it feels to me that Mo has moved on, but I think there's always a little bit of hope of bringing the family together at some point.
I don't know if anybody wants to get divorced when you have children.
Yeah.
I think you want to keep your family knit together.
Once something is ruptured, it's very, very difficult to repair. And, you know, I had a boyfriend that after a year went by where we'd been broken up, we got back together, and then the whole cycle just begins, but it's accelerated. So, you know, there's a possibility they might get back together for a while, but it's a very, very difficult thing once a relationship is ruptured like that to repair it.
I've known Sutton for 5 years. This woman has never, ever, 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 ever ordered water when we've gone for drinks, ever.
Sutton, what do you want to drink? You want vodka cranberry?
I'm gonna start with a water.
A water.
Sutton,
It's important to stay hydrated.
is that because of our little tete-a-tete? Well,
That day was like 90 degrees. So I'm sorry that I sat down to have a glass of water.
How tacky of you.
I mean, I don't know. Every now and then I do hydrate. I'm like a hamster.
Sutton is ordering that water because of what Dorit said at her house.
Didn't you ask Sutton what she's drinking?
Yeah.
And you asked, is there alcohol in it? I mean,
Dorit, shut up.
It's her little way of like sticking it to Dorit, but she's really just sticking it to herself because you know she wants to have a drink with everybody else.
I'm living in the moment and trying to bridge the gap because Sutton and I, we are in a place where things ain't good. So how do you break the ice? How do you, I mean, trying to make, you know, a passing comment in jest or have a little banter or...
Well, no, she don't like your jokes, Dorit.
No, not at all.
Let's not jest anymore.
Seriously.
She jabs at you like, because she sees
She
it
knows
bothers
that's
you.
where
She
to
knows
get
that
you.
it bothers me.
Yeah.
Right.
But it would bother anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
bother
Yeah, of
any
course it
one
would.
of us.
Yes.
You know, just like, you know, I'll continue to say, I saw that woman pour vodka into her Coca-Cola. And we all know she drinks the drinks with the vodka and the lemons and the no peels and the dead carcasses everywhere.
Belvedere Club Soda, 3 lemons, squeezed in, carcass out. Thank you.
We know that. So we know that. We've seen it for years. I
As
think
the
she
summer
likes to
progressed.
hate me. I think it's like a fun passion of hers.
So was it a dig?
I think it was, yeah. It's subtle, I mean.
It was subtle.
It was a discreet, elegant little dig.
I should have
A
said.
ladylike dig.
Where's your caftan?
I think I missed the caftan memo.
How did you miss that?
She definitely did that intentionally, absolutely. I think Dorit was just like, I don't give a about what your invitation says. And here, this is how much effort I'm going to make for your party.
Dorit did not show up in a caftan, and I thought, I wonder if she doesn't know what a caftan is. But then I thought, what? International traveler, child of the world, Dorit has never
Speaks
heard
4
of a
different
caftan?
languages.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about, but I did notice that she was talking to TMZ on the way out. Maybe she knew they were showing up, and she didn't want to be wearing like a kooky outfit when she's talking very seriously about the dissolution of her marriage.
Caftans are not kooky.
I personally love caftans. I think that they're glamorous, and
They
know
are.
they cover a myriad of wibbly wobbly bits, and so I swan around in caftans whenever I can, as y'all have noticed.
Yes.